All right, what is going on, everyone? And welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Online. My name is John, and today is a big day for the ESO community because we finally have the Necrom expansion, at least on PC. And ever since 2014, when I started this game, this series has been a pretty big thing on the channel, and we literally have everything done on video. So every expansion, there's always some special place on the channel for this game, and that's what today is. So we finally have Necrom. So with every new expansion, I like to do the 100% playthrough. And what does that mean? Everything over here 100%ed, so all the main story quests, the side stories, I guess like all the delves, bosses, the trial, and everything. So yeah, I've been playing this game for a while. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy the series with me. If you can, drop a quick like on the video. It'll help get this part 1 off to a good start. And of course, because this is a very story-based game, I'll be listening to the story as well. And hopefully you guys are going to follow along with me. I think this is a pretty casual thing. There's no like fear of missing out or anything. So just watch it at your own pace. I'll leave a link in the description to the playlist so you guys can watch it at your own time. Never feel rushed or anything. And yeah, hopefully you guys are going to enjoy the series with me. Let's get started. So first of all, the new Telvanni Peninsula is the new region, and so I'm pretty excited to look at all of this stuff. With every expansion, I kind of get sidetracked because I'm like, okay, let's do the main story quest, and then I was just like, okay, I gotta go discover all these delves and everything. So we're probably gonna get sidetracked, but eventually we're gonna finish everything. So this is where we start. This is where we accept the main quest. Let's do it. Let me summon my pets first because they'll get in the way of just dialogue.
As Hermaeus Mora, the one who knows foretold, we meet again, Proxy. Many diverse twists of fate have led us to this nebulous... too complicated. I come with a gift, a purpose dark and heavy, an opportunity to fulfill the contract you signed. We are bound together by a common danger. Enemies of Hermaeus Mora threaten his realm of oblivion, and in so doing pose a threat to the mortal world as well. Therefore Mora sent me to meet you here, and secure your cooperation. Only a mortal proxy can deal with the threat and save both Apocrypha and Nern. The fates of both realms are linked, and you are the key to preserving reality. Without you, everything unravels. Help avert this disaster, and Mora will reward you.
So we actually did the prologue quest like last month. So if you want to find out a little bit of like the pre-story, you can check that out. I'll leave a link in the description as well. Everything will be there. So if you want to watch the prequel, go for it.
The one who knows instructed me to give you this, a condensate of planar potentialities. You will not understand. It is ink. Take it to the Ulvano cistern, a ruin near the city. Pour the ink into the water, and your path will become clear. One or more of Hermaeus Mora's rival princes, although they have yet to reveal themselves. They work through agents, such as whoever sought the glyphics when we first met. A spider lurks at the center of this web. I am sure of it. Yes and no. We face the same foe who sought the onyx and umbral glyphics, and colluded with Drollus Atherin to seize the emerald glyphic. You forced them to change tactics when you stopped them, but they have not abandoned their grander scheme.
Dude, did I get this dialogue because I played the pre-quest? I wonder if it's different.
Have you never heard of the Daedric Prince of Forbidden Knowledge? The Lord of Fate? The riddle unsolvable? Hermaeus Mora knows everything. He is the wisest of the Daedra. Every secret and all knowledge finds its way to Apocrypha in time. I am astonished how little the mortals of our tiny world comprehend. Apocrypha is the realm of Hermaeus Mora, his home and seat of power. one of the countless realms that drift through oblivion. Please, do not ask me about oblivion. I am Laramil, sometimes called the Wise, although that is not a sobriquet I care for.
Ooh, big words.
Seek to comprehend the emergent truths elicited by the... never mind that. I am a scholar. A century ago, I struck a bargain with Hermaeus Mora. I do not worship him, if that is your question. The Prince of Knowledge is an ally and patron. Mora provides me with access to rare and esoteric lore. In return, I undertake various tasks for him. A mutually beneficial arrangement.
All right. Well, I guess it's just like, okay, so I want to go into the town, but I also want to do the main story quest, but I also want to explore a little bit. So that's what we're going to be doing. If it's close by, my policy of things is let's just do it. And then if there's a shrine nearby, probably going to go get that because those are pretty important. But one thing I do want to actually check out is the main town, of course. And I think this is the main town. Yeah, looks like it would be. So let's just go take a quick look at the town and see what it's all about. And then we'll get on with the story. Plus, let's unlock the Way Shrine. Okay. Ooh, I like it. I did explore a little bit on the PTS a few months ago, but I never really did any questing or anything. And I actually did make the Arcanist class, which is also new. And we'll probably be doing some of that later. And I'll make a separate video on just like the skills and everything. But overall, I think it's pretty cool. So this is the town.
Fate needs you, Proxy.
Okay. So, it's time to do some exploring. As usual, there's new sets and everything. We're gonna have to go get those as well. In my house, I had all the attunables and everything. And so that's just another thing I'm gonna have to get from my house. I remember Zos talking about this a while ago. And they're trying to condense all the crafting stations into one. And I think that's really good because for all of you out there who have all of them, it's gonna take a while. It's like putting them together and organizing it just takes a while. So having an all-in-one is really nice. Plus it allows people to actually decorate their house without having like a separate guild one just for that. Or ink. Mine. Give me. All right. Pour the ink into the water.
Step forth, mortal. Know that you stand in the presence of Hermaeus Mora. We must converse.
Hold up. Let's get a screenshot.
Laramil has done well, and brought fate's chosen into my unrelenting gaze. All other outcomes are now excluded. From this moment, fate's ever-branching tree begins to grow again, and with it, new possibilities emerge. All that, and more mortal. I see all that is, was, and will ever be. And so doing, I saw hidden rivals that threaten Apocrypha and all of reality. They must not succeed. The time has come to honor your agreement.
I feel like you get this dialogue if you've done the prologue, but if you didn't, it'll give you something else. So it's a little bit of a spoiler, but not really.
I am the golden eye of fate, and the keeper of whispers. I foretold that a mortal was needed to preserve reality. You are that mortal, and we signed a contract that binds us for the duration of this threat. Apocrypha is in danger. Now you must act. Let Laramil guide you. She can perceive the threads of fate and lead you to the 3 tasks that will reveal my hidden adversaries. Meet her in the Necrom bindery in the mortal city of the same name. Your journey to preserve reality begins there. I have alerted Laramil to 3 specific threads of fate that converge in a place known as the Telvanni Peninsula. She will guide you to these locations so you can unmask my hidden adversaries. Go to the city of Necrom. Laramil awaits you there. Precious little. They are shadows that vanish under my scrutiny. Obscure figures that somehow hide from my gaze. It is disconcerting. Never have I been so blind. Every possible fate unfolds before me. They all lead to an event I thought erased from chance eons ago. If this course isn't altered, Apocrypha falls, reality unravels, and Nirn is destroyed. This enemy eludes me, but you are my secret advantage. That is the reason fate chose you. Your instinctual ability to succeed no matter the obstacles placed before you.
True.
No matter the odds. Follow the threads I selected for Laramil. See where they lead. That is the key to saving both our realms. Fate takes many paths, mortal.
Okay, so we have to go back to town.
And choose.
I also want to get that shrine that's over here. Let's see, are we able to cross? I believe getting the shrines early on is a good thing because it gives you a fast travel point, so it's definitely worth going out of your way to do it instead of later. Meet the lady in town somewhere. That doesn't seem right. It's probably in front of it or something.
One fine day in the middle of the night.
Okay, never mind. She's inside town. That's a fancy place we got here. This kind of looks like the Clockwork City, more or less, except like the design of it anyway. Oh, portals. Got it.
Welcome to my safe house, Proxy. Meeting Hermaeus Mora represents a rare honor. The one who knows materializes in a delimited projection. He chooses to manifest before few mortals. The threads upon which reality dangles are precarious indeed. What did Mora impart to you? And so I shall. The one who knows traced 3 crucial events to this area. Investigate each, and he believes we can expose the conspirators moving against Apocrypha. We may even stop them before the ultimate threat takes shape. I do not know. I was only presented with what was required to bring you to the right place at the right moment. You must determine why fate needs you in each location, then take the appropriate action. Many possible futures branch from every mortal choice. If we know the consequences of our choices, it changes the outcome. Therefore, Hermaeus Mora tells us only what he must. As fate's chosen, the rest is up to you. The threads of fate lead to 3 locations in this region. The Necropolis of Necrom, the old tower of Telrendis, and the town of Alavelis. I shall open a portal to each, investigate them, and return here to the Necrom bindery when you are done. A reasonable and prudent request. I shall provide what details I can, but I know little more than you do. Local history and politics are not my usual area of study. Which location would you like to know more about? Alavelis is a minor settlement, whose only claim to fame is its malachite quarry, a glass mine, as the Dunmer refer to it. That thread of fate vibrates with particular intensity. What you shall find there, I cannot say, but I urge caution, Proxy. Telrendis is one of the many mushroom towers that dot this land. They usually serve as domiciles of Telvanni wizards who wield formidable magic. But this tower is abandoned. Interesting. Fate dictates that when you go there, I shall accompany you. Necrom serves as a center for the ancient Dunmer practice of ancestor worship, a strange custom. The monks of the Necropolis, called the Keepers of the Dead, tend the catacombs beneath the city. They guide the faithful in venerating their forebears. An old bookbinder's shop, our temporary base of operations in this region. I secured it so we could travel to and from Apocrypha without causing undue panic. I doubt Necrom's authorities would approve of portals to an Oblivion realm in their city. In addition to the 3 to take you to the locations you must investigate, I summoned 2 gateways to Apocrypha. One leads to the Endless Library, a place of books as numberless as the stars. The other to Chroma Incognito, where lost fates linger. Only if you desire to do so. The threads of fate Hermaeus Mora asks you to investigate begin here in the Telvanni Peninsula. Where they shall lead us, I cannot say. But with the threat directed at Apocrypha, I thought quick access was prudent.
Noted.
Your choice must be your own, Proxy. Hermaeus Mora was clear about that.
Okay, so
There. 3 parts.
I'm gonna investigate both of them. I don't know what I want to do first, so whichever one I can find first, we'll go into that one.
There's always more to do.
Guess the one in town we should probably take a look at. I am confused. This place is a maze, but it's cool. Hello?
I don't mean to burden you with my troubles, stranger, but something dreadful is happening in Alavelis. I'm lucky I escaped when I did. It's a village in the South Peninsula. When I heard that the glass mine was reopening, I went there to find employment. I'm a miner by trade, and I needed the work. They hired me, but in instead of mining, they wanted us to build something. I never found out. I stumbled upon a group of Daedric cultists and realized something really bad was going on there. I ran and never looked back. I told the city guard, but I don't think they believed me. Someone needs to do something.
All right, bro, I got you. Okay, so how do we get there? We just follow this path.
Perhaps if the old ones fail me again, I'll find a way to crush them finally.
How can we honor our ancestors if the necropolis is closed?
The Abbot ordered the closure for your own good, citizen. Curate Gadain, make sure no one enters.
Prelate? Oh, of course. No one enters the necropolis.
The necropolis is closed? Who ever heard of such a thing?
Something about this doesn't feel right. Sorry, friend, but the necropolis is closed today. And by order of the Abbot, it seems. We've never turned away the families of the dead before, but if the rumors about illness are true, plague isn't something to be treated lightly. When Prelate Forum and his aides arrived, my fellow Keepers of the Dead were plagued with a strange malady. I was away when the disease struck, and I haven't been allowed back inside since. The Prelate said the Abbot ordered the closure, but... Prelate Forum arrived from the temple, and suddenly my fellow monks fell ill. We were never notified of a visit, and besides, Forum isn't our usual prelate. Never even heard of him. If you can help, I can make sure you're compensated, I think. Fate must have led you here, friend. Prelate Forum arrived aboard the Stormwing. If you can find out where they boarded the ship, it might tell us something. Talk to the portmaster at the harbor, while I deal with any pilgrims that come by. The Lord of Secrets? I hope not. I mean, I suppose Hermaeus Mora isn't bad as far as Daedric princes go. He's not part of the House of Troubles, after all. But trafficking with any Daedra is dangerous business. Everyone knows that. I haven't seen it firsthand. Prelate Forum says the monks are delirious with fever. Now I'm stuck out here, turning pilgrims away, while everyone else is quarantined inside. I think he brought this sickness to the necropolis, yes. Perhaps he picked it up on the voyage to Necrom, although neither he nor his aides appear sick. Wish I could ask Abbot Ilvel about it, but Prelate Forum won't let me inside to see him. Maybe. But if it isn't spreading to the prelate or his aides, is it really that dangerous? I have no idea.
Let's just go in and investigate. Do we go in here? Guess we can't. Do we have, I guess we...
Fate must have led you. This is the... Yes, I was with Abbott.
No. Investigate the necropolis. For what?
Good day, sir.
There's just a dead corpse over here.
Have you been-
Okay.
Fate must have led you here, friend.
Right, maybe we'll be back, because I'm not exactly sure. Either that or there's a hidden passage to get into. Holy stairs, dude.
Where's that layabout Randus? Absent again. Not now, stranger. My assistant never showed up for work today, and I've got my hands full directing cargo bound for both land and sea. Plague. That's not a word to toss around lightly. What proof do you have? Look,
Illness is a part of life when you work with the dead. I'm surprised the Keepers of the Dead aren't sick more often. Plague can be serious, but I need more than your word to shut down the port or quarantine the city. Sorry, I can't let you wander around unattended on a ship under my watch. And since my assistant Randus never showed up for work today, I have no one available to escort you. Without Port Agent Randus or more substantial proof, I can't help you. No, I wouldn't want that. All right. If you're careful and don't touch anything, you can go aboard and take a look around. But if you find anything to verify your claim, I want you to bring it to me immediately.
Noted. Okay, so let's go look on the ship.
What's going on with the storm? Nobody wants to go near that ship.
I thought that said Stormwind. I'm like, that's the main capital of the World of Warcraft Alliance.
No one's gone near it since the temple.
If you want to read it, pause. 3, 2, 1. All right. That's not normal. Three, two, one. Alright, so I guess we go back and
What's going on with the
tell her what we found.
Good question. I hear it's full of skeevers, and it arrived with a prelate from the temple. This cough won't leave. Please.
Apparently they do not believe in elevators here.
You're back. I was worried maybe you abandoned me. If I have to turn away one more family... Did you learn anything at the Stormwing about a sickness or a plague? And did the temple really send Prelate Forum to the Necropolis? An imposter? Let me see what you found. I knew there was something wrong the moment I saw the prelate. Oh, I suppose I should call him Blightcrown. What kind of name is that? And what does a devotee of Periite want in the Necropolis? All sorts of relics and heirlooms are stored in the catacombs with the ancestors. And with Periite cultists loose inside, Abbott Ilvel and the Keepers are in terrible danger. We need to get into the Necropolis. But how? The main door is locked. I don't. Wait. When I wanted to slip out after curfew, I used the cellar that connects to the city's underways. I doubt Blightcrown or his attendants know about it. Meet me in the tunnel behind the Necropolis. I think I can get us inside from there. The entrance to the underways is on the west side of the Necropolis. You'll find the cellar door in an alcove on your right. I'll post a notice about the closure and join you there. We can't let Periite's cult rummage through the catacombs.
There's a plague going on. Everything's in shambles. And then, but let's just have a conversation because that's what they do, apparently. Not go there. Gotta go around. All these Arcanists are green Doritos. All right. I'm actually pretty stoked to play mine later. I just made the character, but I usually do the story on my main.
Over here, friend. A rarely used trapdoor.
It's kind of sus.
You go first.
You go first.
No one around, just as I hoped. The chapel is through the doorway and up the stairs.
Man, they really need to make these buildings taller because, like, the camera angle. Lips right through it.
To the right, friend. The door to the chapel is at the end of the hall. Locked? The chapel is never locked. Can you pick it? If
Got
not,
you, homie.
Sancon leaves his... those sensors. Whatever they're emitting reeks. Destroy the sensors.
Abbott Ilvel is in danger.
Please.
Prelate Farum put one of those power
No,
sensors in
I know
his
nothing of Prior Durdren's tomb.
They ask so many
Leave me
questions.
be.
Please, help the others.
Very sus.
That's all of them. Blightcrown is with the Abbot. His chambers are to the north when we're done here. The Abbot, destroy that foul sensor, friend. Another...
Get out of the way.
No, Prelate, stop. Fulcrum Obscura.
How insidious. Blightcrown made the Keepers of the Dead sick so he could question them in their fevered state. And also he could find some old relic hidden in the necropolis? Why go to all the trouble? Hermaeus Mora? The Keepers of the Dead have nothing to do with the Lord of Secrets. And I never heard of anything called the Fulcrum Obscura. Wait, how do you know all this? Are you a cultist too? Endangers Nern. I'm just a minor curate working in the necropolis. Feuds between Daedric princes are beyond me. Still, I want to help. Finding anything in the catacombs will take
Ambitious.
time. We might be able to catch up with Blightcrown if we hurry. Prior Durdren founded the necropolis and our order. Abbot Ilvel idolized him. Told me the prior was obsessed with Necrom's history and had received a special charge from Lord Vivek. There's a key to the catacombs in the desk. Hurry, friend. Take the key from the desk and head to the catacombs. The door is through the chapel and to the north. I'll stay with Abbot Ilvel. Do what I can until he recovers. Just be careful. We know Blightcrown didn't arrive at the necropolis by himself. The ancestors watch over us. I have faith that in moments
You
of
must
need,
hurry,
my
but let me
prayers will
ask
be
you all
answered.
these questions first.
Although it certainly helps that the sensors were destroyed and that foul miasma is dissipating. I'll do what I can while you deal with the imposter. Prior Durdren established the Keepers of the Dead as a religious order and built this abbey over the ancient necropolis. He lived and died here centuries ago. I don't remember that coming up in any of the Abbot's lectures. But Prior Durdren possessed many talents. Legend has it he could command powerful Daedra and resist their lures. And he was given some sort of charge by Lord Vivek personally. I only visited it once, with Abbot Ilvel when I was very young. It's somewhere in the lower catacombs, at the very deepest point in the necropolis. Remember, Blightcrown brought the hidden kindred with him. You might have to fight to get there. The door to the catacombs is through the chapel and to the north. Prior Durdren's tomb is deep inside.
By the blessed pox, the prior's tomb should be here somewhere.
Side passage. Oakensorks got nerfed a little bit, but I really don't think it was really major. It's just like good players are still gonna be good. I remember those days of using the sort mines. Yeet.
Obscura. Wait. Someone approaches Tovasard. Quick, take the relic.
The relic broke. Still, this portion contains the power we need. I leave our guests to you, Blightcrown.
The time to hide is over. Behold Blightcrown, most favored priest of Periites. I leave you with a blessing from the Prince of Pestilence.
Return to the dude. Oh, I forgot. We can get new companions. Oh my god. We gotta do that later. Get the companions. But for now, bring Isabel out. So I think the two new companions are like, there's this one old dude, and then there's an Argonian. I'm gonna get both of them.
You're back. Look, Abbott Ilvel is awake and feeling much better.
Is this the one, Gadain? Young Gadain told me of your mission for the Prince of Fate. A strange and perilous ally. But I thank you for saving the Necropolis. We owe you our lives. What happened? Interesting. I know Prior Durdrin cavorted with Daedra, but there was no mention of Periite in any of the chronicles. At least I see that you recovered the rest of the relic. I have no idea what they think it can do, or if it even still functions. Oh, hold on to it, of course. Gadain said that fate led you to us. I can only assume it was because of the Fulcrum Obscura. It must have a role in whatever trials you must face to save Nirn. Yes, my young charge told me everything. He does that.
He told me everything. He does that.
Just this. I am in no condition to help you recover the relic. None of the
Noted.
Well, none except Gadain. I will send our young curate with you. Search out these villains, put a stop to their scheme, and recover the Fulcrum Obscura. Gadain, go with this adventurer. Retrieve the stolen piece of Fulcrum Obscura. You need to see more of the world anyway.
Go? But I never traveled far from Necrom.
Honestly, bro, I would
Telvanni
think I can do it
Peninsula.
myself.
That was just
You're
one
just
trip
gonna
to
be
Morrowind with Abbott Ilvel.
a liability.
The Abbot has given me a mission, though, and I mean to complete it. Just tell me what to do, and I'll follow your lead. The Necrom bindery? I thought that place was abandoned. Of course I'll meet you there. Oh, and the Abbot authorized me to give you this. For exposing Blightcrown and saving the Necropolis. They got away with part of the relic, but we'll get it back.
Your work here is done, Proxy. Still, we
beat the tutorial, boys.
That dark elf also bears the mark of fate. I shall speak with you momentarily, Curate. Fate's threads still lead to 2 other locations. Choose another portal, Proxy.
Talk.
This one is supposed to be the more dangerous one, right? I think that's what you said earlier. Let's do that.
Why do you bear the mark of the Great Eye?
That's the new trial, Sanity's Edge. I'm really excited to be doing that later.
Mortals. You scurry around, obsessed with your petty affairs, and then you die. But you bear the mark of Hermaeus Mora. Have you come to replace me in my task? That would be typical. Wait. Were you sent to help me with the cultists? Before you die? Not much to tell. I just arrived myself. This mortal served the Great Eye, but he died before he could tell me about the other Daedric cultists that scamper about. They're creating an intolerable contradiction in reality. Makes my tentacles ache. Something here undermines a fate recorded by Hermaeus Mora. Likely foolish mortals trying to change what has already been written. To fix this, I could use some help. It's common knowledge that mortals prize gold. Aid me and I'll give you some. I'd prefer to sit back and wait for entropy to claim us all, but I suppose we must do something. Let's survey the town. See if anyone survived and try to determine what the cultists want here. Oh, and despite my size, I'm good in a fight. You'll see. Olivalis? Or this tedious mortal plane? No, don't tell me. My answer's the same in either case. It's a dust mote, populated by delusional insects whose meaningless lives seem important to them. I can't bring myself to care. I have no clue. When my master exerts his power in this plane, the consequences linger. Footprints in the malleable clay of fate that harden to stone with the passing ages. I sense that events here run counter to something my master did long ago. Something special about a mortal settlement? Hardly. Olivalis fails to stand out from the sheer mediocrity of 1,000 similar places in this world. Until the followers of a Daedric prince seize control of it anyway. Which may be something.
One of those who ask moments.
Mortal, let me aid you.
Okay, so I want to get this shrine first. And then we'll go do the quest here. Are they both the same? Search.
Are mortal villages typically so broken and on fire?
Wait. No in, but there's an out. I gotta get the sky shards too. Ah!
No more dreams. No more nightmares.
What a
No, stay
horrible
back.
noise you mortals make. Where's it coming from?
Are you real? Not another one of those awful dreams.
Are you real?
Disturbed. Don't you hear
I don't
the
know about that
terrible
one.
whispers? It started when a stranger came to town, a Telvanni master. She offered to purchase the old glass mine. I thought it was too good to be true. The mine closed years ago. But she offered us a chest full of gold, and the village elders accepted it. Everyone in the village was given a job in the mine. Then others came. Masons and additional laborers, we thought. Then the dream started. Nightmares. Toiling in the darkness. Working to cut malachite and stone for an arch and a statue. And the dream
They were building an arch in the mine while we dug out the glass and stone. What wasn't used for the arch was sent to restore a statue. At least that's what the overseer said. We woke each morning exhausted, hands bloody. I don't know. But listen. The overseer and his workers, they're Daedra worshippers. They rounded up the villagers and took them away. I hid. Check the Green Glass Inn. The cultists commandeered it. Now please, I need to get out of here.
Nightmares. Sounds like Prince Vermina, all right. We should investigate this Green Glass Inn.
Let's take a little detour and get this sky shard just so I never have to do it again. Well, I will, but later. Another character. All right, nice. Okay, so the mine is over there.
How disappointing. Another name that Master Shalreni. Are you familiar with this mortal?
Assume it's upstairs.
The Dreamcarvers plan to strike at Apocrypha? I assume this would turn out to be some pointless mortal delusion. A minor contradiction easily resolved. But Oblivion gateways and Daedric shrines, and plans to invade Apocrypha? Ugh. This might take longer than I thought. Clearly, the cult used the mine to construct a portal to Apocrypha for the express purposes of invading my master's realm. They also sent stone to restore a Daedric shrine, most likely one devoted to Periite of Vermina. But who's Master Shalreni? Doors in Apocrypha lead to secrets and knowledge. Something this Torvasard saw in a dream? Is that why Vermina is involved? I suppose we should investigate the mine next. Just make sure I don't get mutilated. Reconstitution is so unpleasant. Most of the time, the research I undertake is wasted. But my study of the area indicated that the mine runs underneath the village. The entrance lies to the east. Why do you bear the mark of my master, mortal? You don't seem to be a devotee. Of course he did. Mortals always get the special titles, but who winds up doing all the work? Usually that's me. Well, as long as we're both here, we might as well work together. What's the worst that could happen? Never mind. I already know. Never heard of him. The letter we found claims he's an unaligned Dremora, working with Vermina and Periite. And with Master Shalreni, too. It's highly unusual for a Dremora not to be dedicated to a clan or a prince. That mention of a dream. Another contradiction and a flood of discrepancies. Daedra don't normally dream. Not like mortals, at any rate. Not even the Dremora, who consider themselves above the rest of us. I may need to look into this Torvasard when I return to Apocrypha.
Feel like I'm doing two different quests right now, but it's like the same one. Okay, so the mine is over here.
Still standing. Be proud of that. Malachite. Volcanic glass that absorbs magicka under the right conditions. A good choice for
Yo,
building
this place looks
missing
fancy,
villagers.
actually.
Mortals should have the decency not to leave their empty husks lying about. It's untidy. An arched gateway. It's inactive, but I can detect the lingering energy of Apocrypha in the air. It must have closed recently. Look around, mortal. We need more information before I attempt to activate this gateway. Contradictions cling to those tools like void ticks adhere to a watcher's tentacles. Leave them for now. We need to deal. This is bad. But at least we have the... I suppose we have no choice. We need to activate the gateway and follow Hermaeus Mora's enemies to Apocrypha. Such heroics aren't usually part of my duties, but so it goes. I'll open the portal, then in we go. Did I use the wrong words, mortal? My investigation is incomplete. To find out what the hidden kindred seek in my master's realm, I must follow them. And since you agreed to assist me, you must follow me. I like it less than you, believe me. Apocrypha can be overwhelming for mortals. You may find power or despair, knowledge or madness. Still, you bear the mark of Hermaeus Mora. I think you're meant to go there, and damn it all, I think I'm meant to go with you. Ready yourself, mortal.
Nice portal.
Now, what was that invocation? By seventh Umbra and the dismal name, I bid thee open Cephaliarch's fane. Behold, Apocrypha. Don't look up, mortal. I understand your kind find our sky disturbing.
Oh my god, there's a lot of things to do. Got another 100% zone to get through. Man, I see this on the map, I'm like, where do I start? I will get to all the side quests later. We will do the 100% playthrough. But for now, let's just continue on with the main story. Man, we got so much to do in the overworld and underworld after this. Whew. I knew there was like a two-parter. So like there's an upper and a lower. That's just like, it wasn't a world boss or anything, it was...
Watcher. The invaders can't be too far ahead. Husk hasn't dissipated yet. The trail continues to the west, mortal.
Just wanted to make sure to get that shrine first. This place is really cool though. I like it. That was kind of hidden behind there.
Hold, intruder. I failed to stop your allies, but I won't allow any more of you to enter. Pardon my impertinence. Now I see that you bear the mark of Hermaeus Mora and travel with one of the Great Eye's watchlings. Have you come to aid us, stranger? Invaders forced their way into the Tranquil Catalog. I think they were devotees of Periite and Vermina. But how could that be? And Dreamcarver Dremora accompanied them. They killed or drove off my fellow ciphers. I am a humble cipher, a mortal scribe in service to the Great Eye. This is the Tranquil Catalog, a register and index of the contents of Apocrypha. Hermaeus Mora's enemies could wreak havoc with the information stored here. They scattered once they broke into the catalog, but two headed toward the Pool of Inquiry. A Dreamcarver Kinreeve and a second Dremora with markings the likes of which I've never seen. Please, you bear the Great Eye's mark. Stop them.
The Pool of Inquiry? I know the way, mortal.
All right, let's go in.
Invaders in the Tranquil Catalog? What a calamity. I am a vessel of the Great Eye. Call on me. Light Crown
Just
says
tornadoes around here.
orders the hidden kindred to work with Vermina?
I see.
Strange allies indeed. The invaders shattered the portal's seal. We need to follow them to the pool of... I was afraid of this. The invaders use the sacred tears. Look around. Without them, we can't... These portals lead to the shrines where we can find more of the sacred tears.
Ah, the usual. Gather 3 items. Return. Very standard.
On my honor.
Here, mortal. Let Apocrypha right your fun.
You've met your match.
All right, so
Be careful. Dream carvers and hidden kindred lurk around every corner.
you about to like Dawnbreaker me? Not on my watch.
The aliens called my master here, Mora. Pity they're long gone. I found them interesting. I am a vessel of the Great Eye. Call on me.
Place is pretty cool. You guys remember in Morrowind those hungers that just like stand on walls and wait for you to do those? They're so creepy.
Hands. I'm not jealous at all. Now take the tears and place them in the pool. See how the pool reveals our goal? Tranquil Archives. Enter the pool and it... The Tranquil Archives. One of the main repositories
looks like
for
death.
Hermaeus Mora's glyphics. We need to find the invaders, mortal.
Ah, this is the glyphic. Now I know where to find the memory of the dream your prince helped me remember, despite your predilections, realm.
Prince Vermina commands me to punish Mora's servants, clanless. So I do.
Excessive and pointless, but I have what I came for. I'm leaving.
Do what you will. I'll deal with our eavesdroppers.
Oh, he sees us.
You will beg me to kill you, mortal. Vermina's nightmares fight beside me,
Closer, mortal. A smack from Fate's tentacle can free you.
Survived.
Was I supposed to get hit by that, or?
Let us see how you handle a night terror.
Let me hit you with a tentacle, mortal.
This could turn the tide.
Possible. No mortal can best me. Fine.
There are none left to stand against us.
I suppose I need to activate this bridge for you. It would be easier for both of us if you could just float.
Yeah, just do it.
Corvusard has already accessed the knowledge preserved in this glyphic. We should find out what it contains. 3 tomes emerged from the glyphic. Read them, mortal. Tormenting Eye? Corvusard's... The Pact Prime's tomes were reluctant to dispense glyphics endure for eternity. I've never heard of any erasing themselves before. Very strange. Do you understand the text that remain, mortal? I found the words very disturbing. One concerned the Pact Primordial. Could they be seeking a way to subvert that ancient restriction? The second mentioned lost dreams, such as the one Torvusard seeks to recover. It told of a place in Apocrypha to find such misplaced memories. No. But we have to assume Torvusard learned the location before the text faded away. The final book referred to one of Hermaeus Mora's most infamous black books, The Tormenting Eye. It said it contains a rite for unlocking dangerous secrets. The Pact refers to ancient laws that bind the Daedric princes. No prince may physically intrude in another's realm, everyone knows that. Well, perhaps not mortals. That they sought out the tome tells us something important. The invaders found a way to enter Apocrypha undetected. Perhaps they hoped to open a path for one or more of the rival princes? That would be disastrous. There's nothing more we can do here. It's time to exit the Tranquil Catalog. One moment and I'll conjure up a portal.
I like these cheese balls, marbles.
It appears we're in no immediate danger. I've never faced such a convoluted contradiction of fate before. While we learned the cause of the incongruity, I wasn't able to make the necessary corrections, unfortunately. At least we chased off Torvusard and defeated the Kinreeve. You want to help me? What a strange mortal you are. But resourceful. I'm not sure I would have learned anything at all without your assistance. Here's the gold I promised. You earned it. This problem bears contemplation. I'll find you again soon. Farewell. Wait. My master, Hermaeus Mora, wants to speak with you, mortal. He will use me as his vessel.
Know that the Prince of Secrets addresses you, chosen of fate. I can observe through my watchling's eyes, speak through them, even act through them when necessary. You and Scroot uncovered a threat before even I became aware of it. That concerns me. But you and Scroot were not fooled. For that, I give you a gift, so that I may better aid you against this ongoing threat to my realm and yours. I will make this watchling available to you for the duration of our agreement. Now, Laramil comes.
No guts, no glory.
I came as soon as I heard, Proxy. I knew what Hermaeus Mora predicted, but I never truly imagined invaders in Apocrypha. One more thread of fate to investigate, Proxy. Take this portal and see where it leads.
Laramil the Wise? You know this mortal too?
All right, guys.
Then
That has been the first hour. I think this is a good place to stop and take a break. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you are going to enjoy this series, once again, drop a quick like on the video. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and all that good stuff. And we'll be back for the rest of the series as well. So thanks so much for watching. Follow me on the social medias if you are interested in keeping up with this series, or bookmark the link in the description to the playlist and everything. And I will see you next time. Peace.